Every character is a little odd, dealing with their own demons. हम जो कर रहे हैं वो कहाँ जाएगा, किस दिशा में जाएगा? Is that direction exciting enough? You know, somebody taught me that your profession is not your life. Your life is your life, and then you have a profession. ऐसा I don't think I'm in the capacity to be selective, elective. उतनी बड़ी बातें हैं वो. सबने जितने बच्चे सबने अब डायरेक्टर के साथ अपना एक तार जोड़ा था. But you do not want at this stage their performance to influence yours. So you have to kind of get it out.
ज्यादा इमोशनल नहीं हो रहे इनके मेंटोर सर. इन पे नजर रखिएगा.
रुद्रकुंड में कैंडीज में ड्रग्स मिलाकर बच्चों को खिलाया जा रहा है.
जो लोग कैंडी खा के जंगल में जाते हैं, मसान उन पे अटैक करता है.
बोले एक ऐसे कलाकार जिन्होंने अपने किरदारों से ना ही सिर्फ टीवी पे बल्कि बॉलीवुड में साथ ही साथ ओटीटी में फैंस एंड ऑडियंस का दिल जीता है, यहाँ तक कि उनके दिलों पे छा चुके हैं. वेल अब वो लौट के आ रहे हैं फिर से एक और नई सीरीज जिसका नाम है कैंडी. वेल यस, यू गेस दैट थिंग राइट. मैं बात कर रही हूँ टीवी जगत के एक पॉपुलर आइकॉनिक कैरेक्टर मिस्टर बजाज यानी रोनित रॉय की, जो कि आज हमारे साथ इस चैट सेशन में जुड़ने वाले हैं, जो कि करेंगे बात अपनी न्यू सीरीज कैंडी के बारे में, द एक्सपीरियंस बिहाइंड इट एंड व्हाई डिड ही चूज द कैरेक्टर इटसेल्फ एंड अ लॉट मोर इनसाइट फ्रॉम द शो इटसेल्फ. तो आइए चलिए बिना ज्यादा वक्त गवाए मेरे यानी विशाखा के साथ बुलाते हैं रोनित सर को एंड जानते हैं what went behind the making of actual his character and a lot more from the show.
Well, I would say firstly, congratulations, Ronit sir, for the new series. It looks quite the promising one. I've seen the trailer. I love the trailer. But then, आपसे मुझे जानना है, as a viewer, if I would ask, what was your first response जब आपको, it was briefed that this is the character, this is the series, this is the story. तो आपका क्या response था उसके ऊपर?
मेरा response पॉजिटिव भी था और नेगेटिव भी था. पॉजिटिव था क्योंकि कहानी बहुत ही अच्छी थी. इसमें बहुत सारे जो पात्र हैं उनके कोई भी पात्र इसमें सेंट या सिनर नहीं है. एवरी कैरेक्टर इज अ लिटिल ऑड, डीलिंग विद देयर ओन डीमंस. नेगेटिव मैंने इसलिए कहा क्योंकि मैंने जब स्टोरी सुनी और मैंने अपना कैरेक्टर सुना तो मैंने इमीडिएटली राइटर को बोला कि इस कहानी में जो पोटेंशियल है उस पोटेंशियल को हमें और डेवलप करना चाहिए, बिकॉज इट हैज इमेंस पोटेंशियल जो शायद हमने टैप नहीं किया. और फिर हमने कुछ एक महीना मेहनत की. वी वेंट बैक टू द टेबल, वी ड्रैंक लॉट्स ऑफ कॉफी and we got ulcers doing all that, and kind of trying to get the director, the channel and everybody on the same page, and finally we arrived at the current story and the current character, and even while shooting it बड़ी एक मुझ में खास करके एक बड़ी नर्वसनेस रही थ्रू आउट. इतना करने के बाद में अब ये सही जा रहा है जयंत पारेख या नहीं जा रहा है, कुछ बड़ा ही कॉम्प्लेक्स कैरेक्टर है. मतलब एग्जामिनेशन दे दिया हमने, पर अभी भी डरा हुआ हूँ कि रिजल्ट आने वाला है 8 तारीख को. पता नहीं वो बोर्ड पे अपना नाम होगा या नहीं होगा. एडमिशन अपने को आगे मिलेगी नहीं मिलेगी नेक्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड में.
But then I would say so that seeing the kind of work that you've done in the past also and now also, it will be right to say that you've been very selective, very choosy, or maybe very calculative. I don't know, but then what is it that you see when you choose a character for yourself or when you say yes for a role? What is it that you see in it?
I may not have the intelligence to judge a script. I think most actors would not, because if everybody was so intelligent, so there would be no flop. I think हर एक्टर के एक अंदर से एक आवाज आती है. तो कभी कभी एक एक्टर अपने रोल से उतना खुश ना होते हुए भी कर लेता है क्योंकि there are other aspects attached to it. मेरे साथ ऐसा होता है कि एक तो मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. बड़े सिंपल से क्वेश्चन है कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. अगर मेरी जर्नी है या एक क्यूमुलेटिव जर्नी है या किसी और की जर्नी है जिसमें मैं कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा हूँ, सो व्हाट इज दैट जर्नी, हाउ एम आई कंट्रीब्यूटिंग एंड हाउ एक्साइटिंग इज दैट कंट्रीब्यूशन. सेकंड थिंग इज दैट द पीपल हु आर मेकिंग इट, जो लोग जुड़े हैं इसके साथ में, कि उनका स्टोरी टेलिंग कैसा है, वो किस तरह से कहानी बताते हैं, सिनेमाटोग्राफर किस तरह से कहाँ क्या लेंसिंग क्या होगी उसकी. दैट्स द एक्साइटमेंट दैट आई होल्ड इनसाइड मी कि क्या हो, कैसे दिखेगा, फिर हम जो कर रहे हैं वो कहाँ जाएगा, किस दिशा में जाएगा. इज दैट डायरेक्शन exciting enough? And that's about it. Money, everything is important. There are lots of other important aspects including money, but those are all secondary. I gave up television only because somebody taught me that your profession is not your life. Your life is your life, and then you have a profession. So I want to segregate. I wanted to segregate the two. I wanted my life back, and I wanted to have my profession also. But I needed both of them to stand alongside, instead of not knowing which one is which. So having said that, I now have these 2-3 questions in my mind. क्योंकि मेरी जिंदगी भी है, मैं husband भी हूँ, पिता भी हूँ, बेटा भी हूँ. I don't overwork myself, so hence I do very few projects. As I don't think I'm in the capacity to be selective, उतनी बड़ी बातें वो. But हाँ, तो थोड़ा जितने offers आते हैं उनमें से एक चुनने का मौका मिल जाता है.
Well, I would say, sir, that you are quite wrong here, because your team pretty much thinks, and rather they were all praises about, that we were working with the Ronit Roy, like वैसे करके. They were like, I am being very honest, beat Riddhi, beat Nakul, they were all like, okay, we were working with him. But then what was your experience? Because Riddhi के साथ आपके काफी scenes हैं, like, almost a lot of them. How was your experience working with her? Because she enjoyed working with you.
So there are two sides to Candy. One is the very highly experienced part, which is inclusive of Richa Chadda, Gopal Dutt, Vijayant Kohli, Manurish Jadda sir. That is one batch of it. And then you have Riddhi, Nakul, Bodhi, Sanjay. They both have their own qualities. You have on one side, you have the experience of life, experience of having come up the hard way, experience of still working at it, working hard. And then you have on the other side the exuberance of the youth, जो freshly कुछ करके आए हैं acting school से, and they know so much which they want to put into play. And it's just, as a bystander, I was, whether I was shooting or not, I was always on the set to watch these kids. And one common thought that I had while watching all of them is कि मैं इस उम्र में इतना sorted होता तो पता नहीं आज क्या होता. They're all so sorted, so on the ball. They've come to set having done their homework. और सबने, जितने बच्चे, सबने अब डायरेक्टर के साथ अपना एक तार जोड़ा था. और सिर्फ मैं देखता रहता था, और डायरेक्टर के साथ ना आंखों में ये लोग बात करते रहते थे कि ऐसा नहीं, थोड़ा ऐसा कर ले, वो दूर से. So it was just amazing to see them at work, and then I saw the result on screen, and I'm fascinated by the kind of work that they've done.
But then was there anything that you had to really learn, or maybe that you had to adapt for the character that you were playing, sir?
Yeah, because see, that stands true for every character that you play, because there is a certain give and take. There are certain things that you have in you. There are certain things that belong to the character that are not yours. So there are certain things that the character does not have, because the character is just words on paper. The character needs to be given soul. That's what you have. The character has traits which you don't have. So it's kind of you put all these things in a shaker and you kind of shake them up and let them mix, and then you start shooting. So there's a lot of things. It's difficult to kind of outline at this purely because it's a very complex character. So but maybe I'm not very sure. But maybe the audience will see a completely different shade of me.
Okay, the last thing I would love to know here is, because you've played an array of roles, like not one, two, but a lot of them. So is it still, I would say, that is there any role that you think that might be very challenging, but you would love to try your hand at it? Is there any that kind of a role, like the dream role kind of a thing?
Oh, there is no dream role. Just a little insight about how I work. Every role is challenging to me because every role has been done by me before and by other actors before. So what is the point of hiring me? So there are my life experiences which I bring to the table. There are life experiences of people who I know which I bring to the table. When I make a character stand, that character has to have matlab, I want that character to have something purely for my audience, because those are the people who I work for. So I want them to see, not me, I want them to see a character that has been written before, that has been played before, but not like this. So when you're trying to do that, it's a huge challenge. It's a huge challenge to forget first what you've seen, because some actors have played the same character brilliantly and you are in awe of their performance. but you do not want at this stage their performance to influence yours. So you have to kind of get it out of your system. तो बहुत कुछ है जो निकाल कर बाहर करना पड़ता है, बहुत कुछ है जो बाहर से अंदर डालना पड़ता है. A, it's a process, and B, it's always challenging.
Perfect. सिर्फ fans को ये बता दीजिए कि after, because Candy के लिए they are super excited. I'm very sure they're gonna watch it alongside with you people and you're watching at your home. But then what next from your end? What can they expect out of the remaining months or maybe the upcoming year?
Everything is beginning now. The only two things that were ready and finished was Candy and a film called Shamshera, made by Yashraj, directed by Karan Malhotra, starring Sanjay Dutt, Ranbir Kapoor and Fani. Again, a film that I'm very proud of being in. Lots of good things now. Of course, working with Vijay Deverakonda. That film was stalled because of the pandemic. We'll be finishing that film next month. It's called Liger, cross between a lion and a tiger. So that's exciting. And some new projects going on floor, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, let's keep something for later, no, guys? And you'll, of course, through my social network, through the media, you'll get to hear about it, and then we'll talk on it further.
Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you here at Telechakkar. I wish you all the luck for Candy and also any other project that you've signed or you would be signing ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching today's session with me, Vishakha Pandit, जहां आज मेरे खास मेहमान थे Mr. Ronit Roy, who is a very well-known actor out there, जिनके बारे में हम सभी लोग जानते हैं, and also we actually recognize him by the character Mr. Bajaj. Well, I am super excited for the Candy series to go on here. आप हमारे साथ नीचे बने कमेंट सेक्शन में बताना ना भूलिएगा कि आज के हमारे इस चैट सेशन के बारे में आप लोग क्या सोचते हैं. Until then, do stay tuned to Telechakkar for all the more updates about the Tele world.
Know all about the Tele world by subscribing to Telechakkar's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.